The 8th generation of Pokemon is finally here with Pokémon Sword and Shield. We got our first look at the brand new Galar region, as well as the 3 starter Pokemon of this generation. The Grass-type Grukey, the Fire-type Scorbunny, and the Water-type Sabo. These familiar typings are tradition for the series, but fans are already speculating about the typings that their final evolutions might have. I have my own predictions, but I want to know what you guys think too, so leave a comment down below telling me what types you want to see for the final evolutions of these 3 Pokemon. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you're excited for Pokémon Sword and Shield, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Here are my starter evolution predictions for Pokémon Sword and Shield. Let's start with Grukey, the chimp Pokemon. Grukey's design is seemingly based off of a South American squirrel monkey with its distinct snout and orange arms. The name Grukey appears to be a combination of the words groove and monkey, which leads us to believe that music or rhythm might be important to the Pokemon. Grukey also has a tendency to utilize the stick in its hair in order to perform its moves as revealed in the trailer, but that's about everything we've seen so far. My first instinct tells me that Grukey will evolve into some big, top-heavy ape that continues to carry a stick or a log around with him. Here are some examples that fans have already created to represent this idea. These designs seem to indicate a possible rock typing for Grukey's final evolution, or maybe even dark. The only grass-rock Pokemon we have so far is Lileep and Cradily, so I wouldn't be opposed to this idea, but I would definitely prefer a secondary dark typing. With only 3 grass-dark Pokemon, this would still be a fairly unique dual typing to add to the series. If I had to place my bets though, I would wager that grass-rock is the typing that we'll see in the final evolution. This slingshot design seems like a fantastic idea, and the rock type would even match the color scheme that Grukey has already. Up next is Scorbunny, the rabbit Pokemon. Unlike the rabbits that came before it, Scorbunny seems to be based off of an albino rabbit with its primarily white fur. The bandages on its nose and feet hint at some kind of sportiness, which we'll come back to later. The name Scorbunny is most likely a combination of the words scorch and bunny, and the trailer shows us Scorbunny's impressive speed as well as its ability to create flames under its feet as it runs. So, could this be another firefighting starter? Well, yeah, I think it could. Don't get me wrong here, I don't want it to be another firefighting starter, but there's always a chance. Those bandages seem to suggest some kind of sports-related injury, which could indicate some fighting or even boxing design elements. We did just get a wrestling cat, so it's definitely not out of the question. On the other hand, there was some kind of soccer stadium in the game's trailer, so maybe the bandages are part of a more soccer-based design. This would actually make a lot of sense, seeing as though Scorbunny is full of energy and loves to run around. With this theory in mind, I think we might actually see a fire-electric typing in Scorbunny's final evolution. These fan designs show how soccer might be integrated into the Pokemon's final design. The electric bit might come in when the Pokemon runs fast enough to generate sparks, or maybe it uses a ball of electric energy as a weapon. Personally, I am a big fan of this concept, and I hope to see the fire-electric typing incorporated into Scorbunny's final evolution. The only other time we've seen this typing is when Rotom is in its heat form, so it would be a unique combination to say the least. Last but not least is poor little Sabo, the water lizard Pokemon. Sabo's design is based on that of a chameleon with a yellow fin and a large swirling tail. The chameleon element gives Sabo the ability to camouflage itself in water in order to hide. And the name Sabo seems to be a combination of the words sob and bubble, which makes sense since Sabo seems to have a very timid personality in the trailer. Seeing as though Sabo is a lizard Pokemon, we might expect to see a large dinosaur or dragon-like design for the final evolution, with a water dragon typing to match. A few fan designs have taken this approach already, and I've gotta say, I really do like the idea of having little anxious Sabo evolve into a huge menacing dragon. Kingdra and Palkia are the only water dragon types that we've seen so far, so giving Sabo's evolution this typing would be a welcome surprise. Another possibility for Sabo's final design is something more resemblant of a traditional chameleon. The ability to change colors and camouflage would make this Pokemon somewhat similar to Kecleon, but I think it would make for an interesting design. This kind of Pokemon would probably be water poison, but that combination has already been seen a number of times, so it wouldn't be very new or exciting. I still wouldn't mind it though, as poison and water are my 2 favorite types. When considering the type matchups of my predictions, I noticed how certain type combinations led to each Pokemon having a type that's strong against each of the other starters. A grass-rock Grukey line would cover water and fire, a fire-electric Scorbunny line would cover grass and water, and a water-poison Sabo line would cover fire and grass. This would certainly make for an interesting balance between the 3 starters, but it's just a neat observation for now. And there you have it, some of my thoughts on the new Generation 8 starters. You've heard enough from me, so now I want to hear from you. Do you have any predictions of what the final starter evolutions will look like? What new typings do you want to see in Pokémon Sword and Shield? Leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.